to Friday night story time. Hope you're all ready. I'm still at work, but I've still got my hot Ribena story star, and our story this week is The Unicorn and the Magical Adventure, written by Claire Phillip and illustrated by Jordan Ray. First, you ready for your twinkles? Twinkle, twinkle, story star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, story star, how I wonder what you are. Story star is going to sit on the table. So rude. And there's the story book. The first day of summer, and the fair was open for business. Families were arriving from all around, and the air smelt like candy floss and hot dogs. Can you imagine? This year there was a new main attraction. It was a beautiful carousel. You see that? I love an old-fashioned carousel. This ride was very special, and it was busy all day long. A fairy had sprinkled magic dust all over the carousel animals. The ride made the children feel like they were flying through the air, and the animals came to life at sunset. I often wonder if things come to life at sunset, like my teddy bears if I'm not in. One night, Mala the tiger said, "Is anyone else a little bit bored?" Apollo the unicorn nodded. All of a sudden, they heard a noise just like a bell. Ding, ding! The fairy appeared, fluttering her wings. The unicorn stepped forward and swished his glittering mane. "I wish I could fly," the animals cried. "Me too, me too." "Very well," said the fairy. "But what about the children if you all fly away? They won't be able to go on the carousel and feel its magic." The animals went quiet. "As you wish," said the fairy. With another ding ding, she appeared in a cloud of fairy dust. The dust floated up through the air and landed softly on the animals. And they all began rising and rising and rising up to the sky. "Whee!" said Apollo as they flew off in different directions. See them flying away. Apollo was amazed at how fast he could fly. He headed straight for the North Pole. Apollo watched the northern lights dance across the sky. "I'll visit the pyramids next," he said to a polar bear. "Cheerio, Apollo!" As quick as a flash, Apollo flew to Egypt. The enormous pyramids were dazzling. "Wow! How on earth did the humans build these?" he laughed. Apollo visited the Great Sphinx. He stood and gazed at it for a while. He told a joke, and the Sphinx was beginning to crack up. He said, "I wish I could ask my friends what they make of you." Next, Apollo decided he wanted to cool down. He flew further south and came to some grand waterfalls. "This is so pretty," said Apollo. "I wish I could show the children at the fair." You see the rainbow above the waterfall? For the first time, Apollo felt a little bit lonely. Oh, poor Apollo. He's missing the children. It was nearly night, so Apollo looked for somewhere quiet to rest. He found a small village. Children were playing together as the sun was going down. Apollo saw a boy and a girl holding hands as he looked up at the Milky Way. He wondered what they were saying to each other. Apollo felt so homesick that he flew back to the fairground. Ruby the elephant had also returned. "Apollo," Ruby called. "In Africa, the elephants and lions, they can't be friends." Leo the lion was there too. "The elephants all ran from me when I tried to play," he said. Next, Etta the hippo crashed back down to the ground. "Oh, thank goodness," she cried. "Africa was so muddy." Then Mala arrived. "I didn't want to hunt other animals." Apollo saw that the sun was coming up. "I wish we could be back on the carousel." With a loud ding, the fairy appeared again. "And so it is," she smiled, scattering fairy dust once more. The animals got back on the carousel, and later that day, the children smiled with glee, enjoying the ride even more than usual, because the animals were happy to be home. The end. Put your twinkles. Twinkle, twinkle, starry star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, starry star, how I wonder what you are. Night night, everyone. And just before we go, let's say a little prayer. Father God, thank you for being happy. And thank you for realizing that our friends are the best that they can be, and that we need to be around them. So we thank you for that, and we thank you that we're going to have some lovely dreams about carousels and unicorns.